Ginny got her semicolons.
Really?
Did I get it?
So we're live.
Clarity.
Senate Appropriations, February 18th. Going over final edits to the bill with Grady.
Thank you, Grady Nixon Joint Fiscal. So on page 1, you'll see a new section will be added to amend Act 113, section E106. So this strikes commas and adds in semicolons for that VHCB language.
I'm surprised we didn't have more debate about semicolons. And the English professor didn't weigh in at all.
I was
I
enraged,
was
but I
hoping
didn't
that
say
it would. I wanted to know if it was correct or not.
On page 2, that same language is being added to section 50 of the bill. So that edit on page 1 is just to make sure that those two sections that will be in Act 113 match each other. On page 3, so the Human Services Caseload Reserve, the committee is deciding against making any statutory changes related to the Child Care Contribution Special Fund in that section of statute. However, there are still statutory updates that are just technical in nature, unrelated to that should still be made. So that section now just reflects those technical changes. And then on the final page, page 5, this is section 82, an update to this. So in the new sub A, this pulls in the language that was in the House recommend version of section 81, which would have added this language to statute. This clarifies that this directive language is for the current fiscal year only. And then there's two sub A's, so that should be a sub B. But that intent language is the same that was in the section before.
Okay, so that B is what was in A before.
Correct.
But what about in the Westman language of in sub A on page 3? Did he have in where the change was adding in the child care caseload reserve?
Right, and so that won't be added to statute. This would reflect the committee's discussion from earlier this afternoon.
And you don't need it because since we're saying A, they're going to transfer funds.
Right, so DCF is already included in that. So the language from earlier would have just specifically called out the Child Care Contribution Special Fund, or CCFAP. So this no longer adds that special call out to statute. It just clarifies this directive for FY25.
Right, because you said the fiscal year 24.
And did you put in the stabilization, we took out the word the and
Yes.
program.
So I didn't include that.
You
in the
didn't do
packet
that?
here, but-
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, turn it off.
Okay, any questions about these changes? Okay. So we think are ready to vote. We're voting on a strike all amendment of H141 of that House. We will have a new as passed by the Senate version, which basically is everything in the House plus the changes that we agreed on in these two documents. Is there anything that I'm forgetting that would be, that's the correct interpretation of this, the House version, and then we've made these changes that we've agreed to, as also demonstrated in this local spreadsheet, which shows where we agree. Any comments about this or questions? Because I'm going to see if the clerk has a sheet to do the vote at some point. Oh, he's prepared. Oh, he's even got it already filled out.
Oh, wow.
This is a very different than our old.
Someone filled it out.
I'm glad we don't have the old clerk.
Yeah, this is a big change.
I kind of like the old.
Okay, so any questions, concerns, comments? Yes, Senator Brennan.
Just a a question from the new clerk. We don't have a draft yet to use to reference in this vault yet, do we? Since you haven't, or do we?
Right, so, we have a hard copy of this here, but you mean a draft number?
Yeah.
No.
Okay,
It's like
get it later. I wanna be official and make sure everything's up to
The bar was set kind of high last year, right?
Yeah,
Last long time,
Last long time.
Okay,
most of the last 10 years.
I think we've done good work, yes, Senator.
Well, I'm wondering if there's no draft number, how do you move it?
You just move our changes. You remove the changes.
The
So
composite
we
draft
made the
currently
house.
on the table.
We made amendments to the House.
H141.
Mm-hmm.
So we've removed the Senate Appropriation Committee changes.
So moved.
Okay, I don't think we need seconds. I'm not into seconds. So with that, we'll have the clerk call the roll.
okay, this is, just to read it off as it's written here, an act relating to fiscal year 2025 budget adjustments. Should I put as amended by Senate?
Yeah, Senate Appropriation Amendments.
Okay, do that after. Senator Norris,
No.
Senator Baruch.
Yes.
Oh, wait a minute.
It's harder than I thought.
It was so promising.
Senator Watson,
Yes.
show you why after. Senator Lyons,
Yes.
Senator Westman,
No,
Senator Brennan, no. Senator Perchlet.
Yeah.
Okay, we've got a 4-3 vote, reporter.
I'll be the reporter.
It's not alphabetically, by the way, okay?
I didn't prepare this sheet.
I'm not supposed to vote first.
It is backwards based on what's on the agenda. That's how.
And
Backwards?
Based on the agenda.
Based on the
No.
I was,
On which agenda?
I think it's good that Bob votes first.
this one.
curious.
It's supposed to be blue.
Oh,
And then you follow alphabetically.
I thought
Yes,
that
yes,
Pat
I
just
get it.
didn't call Bruce's name, so he didn't get to vote.
That's what you used to do.
Yeah.
No, I never did that unless you were bad.
So that draft you gave him has these two combined.
Yeah, so you take that up to, Lynn.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask you for another sheet.
Another article.
Okay.
In alphabetical order.
Any other comments?
No, I'll keep.
Do we want to hear any comments from people that didn't think we could get it voted out by 4:30?
Take testimony from them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
While I'm in the chair.
It's 4:30.
Well, no, we voted at 4:30. This is after 4:30.
That's true.
Okay, with that,